Hey, have you ever really thought about the food on your plate? It's not just yummy, it's like a whole science adventure hiding in your lunchbox. So come on, let's dive in together and find out all the amazing secrets of what we eat. You know, people figured out how important food is a long time ago. There's this super old saying in a language called Sanskrit, and it goes like this: Anina jatani jivanti. It just means food gives life to living beings. So simple, right? But it's so true. And that one little idea, it's going to be the key to our entire adventure today.
And hey, we're not going on this journey alone. We've got some guides. Meet Mudu and Mishti. One day, they saw something on their school notice board that got them thinking, and it made them ask a really big question. What is food, really? They got super curious, just like us. So we're going to follow along on their adventure and see what they discover.
All right, section 1, a world of food. So many tastes. So the very first thing Medu and Mishti found out was that, well, not everyone eats the same stuff. Let's start by exploring all the different incredible foods people eat. And we'll begin by taking a look at a few places right here in India.
Okay, so check this out. What's super cool is how the food people eat is totally connected to what grows nearby. So, like in Punjab, they grow a ton of maize and wheat. And guess what they eat? Maki di roti. Then if you go down to Karnataka, they have lots of rice and coconuts, so of course you see yummy things like idli, dosa, and coconut chutney. It makes perfect sense, right? People just make amazing food from the stuff that grows right in their own backyard.
Okay, so we've seen that people eat all sorts of different things. But why do we have to eat in the first place? What's the big deal? Well, let's zoom in really close and find out what's hiding inside our food that turns it into super fuel for our bodies.
First up, let's meet our first nutrient hero, carbohydrates. These guys are the energy givers. Seriously, think of them like fuel for a race car. They give you that quick burst of energy you need to run, jump, play, and even just to think really hard about a tricky math problem.
And where do you find these amazing energy givers? Oh, in tons of yummy foods. Things like rice, potatoes, sweet bananas, and corn, they are just packed to the brim with that carbohydrate fuel that helps us go.
All right, next up we have the energy savers, also known as fats. Now, if carbs are the fuel you use right away, think of fats as your body's own rechargeable battery pack. It saves up energy for later. Plus, it kind of works like a cozy blanket on the inside, helping to keep us nice and warm.
And you can find these awesome energy savers in lots of tasty things too. Nuts, seeds, different oils, and even milk products like ghee. They're all great ways to help keep those internal batteries all charged up.
Whoa, and get this for a cool fact. A polar bear, it has this super thick layer of fat. And it's not just to keep it warm in the snow. That fat is like a giant energy tank that lets it sleep through the entire winter without eating a single thing. Isn't that wild?
Okay, it's time to meet the bodybuilders, proteins. These are literally the construction crew for your body. Imagine tiny workers with hard hats. They give you all the building blocks you need to grow bigger and stronger. And they're also the repair team that fixes you up when you get a little cut or a scrape.
So where can you hire this amazing construction crew? Well, you can find them in two main places. You've got plant sources like beans and peas and all kinds of dals, and you've got animal sources like milk, eggs, and fish. Both are packed with protein power to help your body build.
All right, so we've got our energy givers and our bodybuilders. Awesome, but what about staying healthy? What about fighting off sniffles and coughs? Well, it's time to uncover the hidden heroes in our food. These are the tiny but mighty protectors. They're like your body's own personal team of superheroes.
Let's start with a mystery, a true story. Way back in the day, sailors who were on ships for a really long time started getting super sick. Their gums would bleed, they felt super tired all the time, and for ages, nobody could figure out why. It was a total mystery. But then, a breakthrough. One smart doctor noticed something. The sailors on ships that had lemons and oranges on board, they weren't getting sick. The secret superhero was vitamin C. It was protecting them from a nasty sickness called scurvy. Mystery solved.
Okay, here's another puzzle for you, this time from the Himalayan mountains. In the 1960s, a lot of people living there started getting this strange swelling in their necks. And again, doctors were scratching their heads. What could be causing it?
It turned out the answer was a tiny mineral called iodine. See, the soil in that part of the world didn't have much iodine in it, so the food grown there was missing it too.
And the solution? It was so clever and so simple. They just started adding a little bit of iodine to everyday salt. And just like that, this tiny change fixed a huge problem and helped everyone get healthy again.
So, we've met our energy givers, our bodybuilders, and our superhero protectors. That's a lot of awesome stuff. But now for the big question. How do we get all of them onto our plate? Let's find out how to eat like a true champion.
The secret has a name. It's called a balanced diet. And really, all it means is making sure your plate has a good mix of all the things we just talked about. A little bit of the energy givers, some of the bodybuilders, and definitely those protectors. Getting them all in the right amounts is what keeps your body healthy, strong, and running just right.
All right, let's play a little game. Pop quiz time. Imagine it's snack time. You've got two choices. In one hand, you have some salty potato wafers, and in the other hand, you have some yummy, crunchy roasted chana. Thinking about everything we've learned, which one do you think is the champion snack? Okay, let's look at the clues. Check out the numbers here. The potato wafers, whoa, super high in fat. But now look at the roasted chana, way less fat. And get this, it's packed with almost 3 times more protein. The numbers don't lie. The roasted chana is the powerhouse snack. It's the winner, for sure.
Okay, we're almost done, but before we go, let's think about one last thing. You know, our food doesn't just poof appear in the kitchen, right? It actually goes on this amazing, long journey just to get to our plate. Let's follow the path of some of our food.
Let's tell the story of a simple chapati. It all starts with a farmer planting a tiny little seed of wheat. That seed grows and grows. Then the grains have to be separated and cleaned. Then they're stored and then ground into flour. Then that flour has to travel all the way to a shop, and only then does it finally get cooked into that warm, yummy chapati on your plate. Wow, think of all the steps and all the people it takes just to make one chapati. And that leads us to our last big question for today. We just saw how far our food can travel. So, what if? What if we tried to eat more food that's grown closer to where we live? How do you think that one little choice could help our farmers? And what about our planet? That's a great thing to think about next time you're sitting down to eat. What an amazing journey food is on, right?